Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. I am back. I had jury duty this week. Fortunately, on Monday, many of us were relieved. Now, there will be those that will still have to go through the rest of the week for jury duty, probably just like Tuesday and then Wednesday. But nonetheless, guys, I am back. So in our top stories today from The Hill, Trump lawyers securing full $454 million bond, practical impossibility in New York fraud case. Now, as you know, as we have covered this, that there was no plaintiff, there was no victim, none of the banks, none of the insurers, no one filed a fraud case or complaint against Donald Trump. This is yet another key indicator, a specific key indicator, the amount of money as well, that the establishment is trying to do as much as they can to stop Donald Trump. It should be very apparent now. Attorneys for Trump and his co-defendants in the case said in a filing with the state's Intermediate Appeals Court it was impossible for them to secure the full amount for an appeal bond. Defendants' ongoing diligent efforts have proven that a bond in the judgment's full amount is a practical impossibility, the lawyers wrote, citing in an affidavit signed by an insurance broker who testified for Trump during the trial last year. So they have made it impossible for Donald Trump not only to pay this, but as we have talked about, also they probably wouldn't even accept the money. They are always going to find some reason why Trump could not go through with even their request. It is an impossibility that they have created for this man, an intentional stumbling block. As we have said, this is not about the rule of law. This isn't about justice. This isn't about following rules. This is about politically persecuting Donald Trump. Trump's attorneys claim they have spent countless hours negotiating with one of the largest insurance companies in the world and have approached 30 companies to back the bond. Efforts they said they were pursuing before the judgment was made. So they were preparing for all this. The amount of the judgment with interest exceeds $464 million, and very few bonding companies will consider a bond of anything approaching that magnitude, Trump lawyers wrote. And they know this. The judge knows this. The establishment knows this. The Democrats know this. Now you know it. Now it is very clear. So if you know someone who doesn't know this, who isn't aware of all this that's going on, and sadly there's a lot of people that aren't, you are welcome to share this video. Absolutely, so they can see what's going on. And of course, from The Hill, we have that breaking yesterday because it was viral. Former President Trump's lawyers indicating in court filing that he is unable to secure the full $464 million. And that's really the headline, is that they're trying to make it out like Trump doesn't have the money or he doesn't have the ability. But it's not. They have made it impossible for him. And this is just the evil approach, the twisted mindset that they use to go after Donald Trump. It's absolutely egregious. It's absolutely reprehensible. But nonetheless, to make it worse, or to make the point even stronger, with the establishment spiking the football, they say Biden campaign has amassed $155 million in cash on hand for 2024 campaign and raised $53 million last month. So here it is, spiking the football on Donald Trump, making it as difficult as possible for him, while the establishment glorifies itself over how it's able to get the money it needs. Because right now, with Joe Biden's numbers, he's at a 55 disapproval and a 40 approval. And I heard this yesterday on the way back from jury duty on one of the local radio talk shows. They were saying that a president with a 40 or lower approval, it may have been even lower than in the 40s, has never been elected for that particular term, or was reelected with that low of approval, as well as the fact of not having enough money for the campaign as well. So it's an interesting twist of fate, how all this is starting to unfold. But nonetheless, it is obvious right now, as we talk about this here on the channel, that the intention behind all this, of course, is to continue the persecution of Donald Trump and make it as impossible for him to campaign, make it as impossible as it can be, and always paint him in a negative light so that people won't vote for him. It's a sad and pathetic, and it should be so simple now that everyone can see it. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for the continued support across all of social media. Below this video, you can find my social media links. I encourage you guys to follow me there. As well as if you order frequently from Amazon or a Amazon Prime member, you can use my links down below, as it helps out the channel. As well as if you're interested in VPNs. Yes, I like Trust Zone myself. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much. Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble. You guys have been amazing. And, of course, here on YouTube, all of your guys' support, because appearing there on the screen, if you're on YouTube, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on to subscribe to the channel as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.